Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Seth. I do a lot of wedding photography and video stuff, and I'm just getting into gimbals actually, and just got the Ronin RS3 in the mail yesterday. So I want to go over a quick few things that I was having troubles with, things that I like, things that I discovered, being pretty much a brand new gimbal user, and just because this is a super cool thing. So I want to go over maybe just a little bit of first impressions, the Bluetooth connectivity, and some issues that I had with it on the Canon R, which is what I'm using. It's just kind of annoying to try to get the Bluetooth, the little record button on the RS3, which is that's the only thing this button does for Bluetooth, is to start and stop recording your camera, and it just wasn't working. So I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot that and get it to work on the Canon R. And I think it will translate to the other Canon cameras as well. Then focus motor calibration and just the weirdest issues I've had with that and how I got past it. I fixed it, so now it'll work, which is just really fantastic and really awesome. And then just some surprises in the touchscreen that I found, and just different things that I found by just pushing buttons and swiping in different directions. So that's what we're here for today. I'm going to show you guys, and we can just get right into it. So one really quick thing to mention was just the battery and how weird it kind of is with the locking mechanism. Just the only thing I really wanted to point out is that when you try to lock the battery, you put the battery on, try to lock it, this little lever, it doesn't turn all the way. It just turns a tiny bit and it's locked. It doesn't go all the way over. Just make it snug. That's it. I was trying to force it to like go all the way, but it just doesn't. So, and I saw that on other videos. Just want to point that out. So the Bluetooth connectivity between the camera and the gimbal is actually fairly easy as far as it goes. You know, just swipe down on the gimbal, hit this little button up here, and you know, you're going to be connecting. For the Canon R, it's funky. So wireless communications, make sure your Wi-Fi is enabled. Make sure your Bluetooth is set to remote, not smartphone, yada yada. When it's on Bluetooth, make sure you hit pairing. It will pair, it will connect fairly easily. Yay, that's great. What's annoying is now that you have, you know, the camera and the gimbal connected, yay, you know, you're gonna turn this on. It's like, okay, this is great. Now watch. I'm gonna hit this button, push, and you can see here, nothing's happening. Down here with my thumb, push, not recording. The issue with this is you have to go into the menu. This is just such a weird thing. You have to go into the menu, go all the way to the red tab, second tab, and there's a little thing that says remote control. You have to enable this. That's it. I don't know why they have this. I don't know why that's a thing. But now, when I push the little record button, now it's recording. Okay, so the other issue I had with the gimbal was the focus motor, and something I'm actually really excited to use because I like manually focusing all the time. So right now I have it set to when I push, you know, and I do this, you can see that it is moving. It's moving very nicely, and if you move slow, it'll slowly focus. If you go fast, like just all the way down, like that, it'll just zoom in and out like all the way to infinity or all the way to minimum really, really fast, which is really cool. I just really love the feature. But getting to this point was very frustrating. So, like, when you put the focus motor on, you get it all balanced and everything. You have to calibrate the motor, and when you calibrate it, I'll just do it here on the screen and show you what happens. Okay, so watch this. This is just so stupid. It'll hit the end. It'll just start clicking. It'll keep clicking. I don't know why it does this. I don't know how this is calibrating it. This makes no sense to me. And it's gonna go it's gonna go the other way eventually. Still going. You can stop. You can stop anytime. Okay, now it's gonna go back the other way until it hits the other end and do the exact same thing. And now it's just gonna freak out. Okay, stop. 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 What the hell? Stop. Okay, we're just gonna turn the whole thing off. Stop. Why? What the hell? Why? I don't understand that. That's not calibration. And it even said on the screen, you know, focus motor calibrated, and then it kept freaking out. You just saw that. So I figured out how to actually do it and make it work. Here's how. So stupid. Alright, let's turn the gimbal back on. Okay, this is... Stop. Stop. My God. This is exactly why I was getting very, very frustrated, because it was being very, very stupid. I'm going to show you how to actually make it work now. Plug the stupid thing back in. Great. Wow, it's actually working. Now, it's only working, I think, because I made it work before. At first, when it was freaking out all the time, it wouldn't let me do this at all, because it wasn't calibrated. You need to calibrate it. It won't work unless it's calibrated. Like, stop, you know, just let me freaking use the stupid thing. So here's how to do it on the screen. Okay, so when you are here on the screen, you swipe down, you hit the settings, go, you know, swipe, you know, you got disable selfie, orbit follow, auto lock. It'll hit these next three: push mode, horizontal calibration, and focus motor end points. If you go past that, it's gimbal auto check, something restore parameters. But this is a focus motor, okay? So if you hit focus motor calibration, it'll just screw up and do that whole freaking crazy thing you just saw. Or you can hit manual endpoints. Manual endpoints. Disabling calibration focus motor endpoints required. Yes, confirm. Okay. So now, ideally you want, you know, this as far over as possible. Like if you were to start calibrating it, if you start calibrating the endpoints on your own, you would want this strip all the way as far as possible to one end, and then manually, you know, twist the little motor thing, bring it all the way back down to this other end, and hit the other end point. So we're going to hit start point. I'm going to bring it all the way back. I'm not sure if you can use the little thing when you're doing this. And bring it all the way back as far as it goes, and then hit set endpoint, and then hit done. Bam, you're done. By the way, I will make sure you know how to use this little the little dial when you're holding the thing with your finger right here. If it's not working for you, make sure, I think it's on the bottom. So dial functions right there. So from the main screen, from this main screen, you're going to swipe upwards. You're going to hit dial functions and make sure this is on focus motor. If this is not on focus motor, you will not be able to do this, and you will not be able to use the focus motor, which is just ridiculous, and it's very frustrating. So you have to make sure that the dial function is on focus motor, nothing else, not ISO or any of the other things, which is actually really cool. It has to be on focus motor. Then when you're doing all this, maybe it'll work like that. Maybe that's why I was having issues. I don't know. But yeah, so that's how to troubleshoot it. Just hit, just swipe down, hit the little thing, settings, not settings, this way, focus motor endpoints, and hit manual endpoints. You don't have to calibrate it. Calibrating is just so ridiculous. I don't even know what that even means for this. All you know, it's very easy to function when you don't calibrate it. So that's it. So I also wanted to show you guys a few of the little bonus things that I found while just messing around with the gimbal. Number one, yeah, you can swipe down. You get Bluetooth, you know, screen lock, which you just swipe up to unlock the screen. You have silent mode, which I'm not sure what noises it makes, but sure, just turn silent mode on. And then you can also swipe up to get the joystick speed, joystick smoothness, dial speed, dial functions, dial smoothness, reverse dial on, and the M button, which is this button right here, to either unlock screen or take photos, which I haven't figured out how to have it take photos yet, even when it's connected to Bluetooth and all that. Maybe you have to have it connected through the cable. I'm not exactly sure, but I haven't been able to take photos with it yet. It's not super important to me to take photos because I'm using this for video. Then the other thing with this is you can swipe sideways from right to left. You get time-lapse, track, and panorama, which are three super cool options. I don't think there's anything else past these. So that's kind of just a cool shortcut. And you can swipe back. If you swipe from left to right, nothing happens. So that's it. If you hit this like PV, you know, it'll just tell you to use the thing. If you go down into FPV mode, you get 360 roll, you get portrait, you get custom. I have yet to mess around with those. Like I said, I've only had this for a day, so. And I'm not used to gimbals. This is pretty much my first gimbal. I used the Zhiyun Crane 2 on like 3 jobs, and that's been it so far. So the menu is pretty self-explanatory, but I didn't know that you could swipe and find all these other options. And if you are, if your camera is like all wonky somewhere and you want to press this trigger twice, press it twice, it'll go back home. And if you hold it down, it'll hit gimbal lock. So now the gimbal won't turn, it won't move, it won't do anything. It'll stay pointed in one exact direction. You can do panning side shots and stuff like that, which is really cool. But no, if you hold the M button, you get into sports mode. If you hold the M button and double press the trigger, now you're permanently in sports mode. I don't actually know what sports mode is. I randomly figured that out. I've yet to see what it is, but it's cool. Up, down, left, right. Yeah, so that's all pretty self-explanatory. Besides that, I just want to go over those few things that I found, first-time user of pretty much gimbals, and specifically the Ronins, and specifically the Ronin RS3, which is just an awesome piece of equipment. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't super boring or anything. Hope it's helpful, and I'll see you in another video. Feel free to subscribe if you want to, and that's it. Peace. One other thing I wanted to mention real quick is with the Bluetooth, when you're using the app on your phone, even if the gimbal is connected to the camera through a cord, you still can't see the image on your phone. Like, the screen will not show up on your phone. You can't, it's all through Raven's Eye. So if you have the Raven's Eye thing, you can connect it to your phone and use the active track and all that stuff, which is super cool. If you don't have Raven's Eye, you can't see the image on your phone. I think a lot of people know that. If you don't, because you're a noob like me, now you do. So that's that. The main function of the Bluetooth is simply so that you can start and stop recording with the button, the red button on the back. So that's pretty much what Bluetooth is for right now. Hopefully in the future we'll see some updates where the Bluetooth will even let you change the camera settings. I haven't figured that out if that is a possibility, but yeah, hopefully in the future that'll be an update, so that'd be super cool. But until then, I'll see you guys in another video. Peace. Thanks for watching.